So there has been a lot of talk recently about the Chinese version of Call of Duty Mobile. For those of you who don't know, on December 25th, 2020, Call of Duty Mobile was officially available to play in China. And with its launch, it has found instant success, racking up over 100 million downloads in its first week. It's been doing pretty well numbers-wise, but also taking a look at the game itself, I would have to say this is currently a lot better than the global and also Garena version of the game. The amount of content that they have been able to receive in one season in comparison to what we've gotten in the past 13 seasons, it's honestly pretty incredible when you think about it. But of course, don't just take my word for it. Let's take a look at why the Chinese version of COD Mobile is so good, starting off with the multiplayer. As you would expect, the Chinese version of COD Mobile pretty much already has all of the same maps and weapons from the global and Garena version of the game. However, on top of that, they actually have 4 brand new maps that is currently available to their version of the game. The first one that we have here is the Oasis map. I believe this map was actually first introduced in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, but now it has made its way over to the Chinese version of COD Mobile. The next 3 that we have here were recently added inside of a closed test server. We have Shipment and Shoot House, which, if you guys are unfamiliar, both of these maps were featured inside of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. And the last one that we have here actually seems to be a completely brand new map. I don't think we've seen this in any other Call of Duty title. Possibly this might be a COD Mobile exclusive map. Obviously, as of right now, only available for the Chinese version of COD Mobile, but as you guys can see, 4 brand new maps they already have in the multiplayer side of things. And not only do they have brand new multiplayer maps, but they also have a lot of really awesome features. For example, you actually have the option to go ahead and play COD Mobile on 120 FPS, which is something that currently we do not have available inside of the global and Garena version of COD Mobile. As a matter of fact, I believe the only device you can play 120 FPS is no other than the Sony Xperia. So unless if you actually have that device, then unfortunately we are still stuck at playing at 60 FPS or possibly lower, depending on your device, of course. And in addition, a couple of small minor things. You can actually go ahead and save multiple HUD layouts, a brand new melee weapon, which is no other than the nunchucks. And lastly, you can actually make in-game adjustments to your loadout when you're actually inside of the training ground mode. All of these features, whether it might be new maps or the ability to play the game at 120 FPS, even to the small things that I just mentioned, this is what's really separating the Chinese version of COD Mobile to pretty much everybody else. However, we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a look at Battle Royale. Now, this is where things get really interesting, because pretty much Battle Royale in the Chinese version of COD Mobile, in a way, has practically become Warzone. Now, I've talked about it a little bit in the past that currently in the open public version of the game, they have a more updated Warzone-like health system, where not only do you have, your normal HP, but we also have an HP system for your shield that actually goes all the way up to 150. On top of that, we also have a self-revive kit. However, in the most recent test server that they currently have going on, they actually added some pretty significant things inside of Battle Royale. The first feature that we have here is no other than buy stations. That is right, one of the biggest features inside of Call of Duty Warzone has now kind of been implemented inside of the Battle Royale for the Chinese version of COD Mobile. And pretty much how it works, you go ahead and walk up to this machine and you will have a whole list of items that you can go ahead and receive. In this particular clip, you can actually buy like these tank parts and literally make your own tank, which is pretty crazy. Don't know how that exactly works. In addition to that, you can actually buy like legendary tier items, weapons. But the biggest thing to take away from this, buy stations, one way or another, have been implemented inside of Battle Royale. In addition to that, there's actually been some new vehicles added for Battle Royale as well. As you guys can see, this is one of the new vehicles, which is pretty much a big old truck that you can go ahead and drive around. You can also carry stuff in the back as well. The second one that we have here has actually been found in the game files. Kind of looks like a Land Rover, which is pretty interesting to say the least. On top of that, there has been some new lethal items added. For example, we have a proximity mine and also C4 available to use in BR as well. And lastly, there is a completely brand new sort of training area, similar to what we have for multiplayer. This is kind of like a training area, but for Battle Royale. And this is pretty much all of the major features. There's probably a couple of other things that I missed, but for the most part, you guys can see that the Chinese version of COD Mobile, they've done a pretty good job introducing completely brand new features, content that we've literally never seen before in COD Mobile added to their version of the game. And it only makes me wonder, will we ever see some of these new features eventually carry over to the global and Garena version of the game? I really hope so, because honestly, within the past couple of seasons, I feel like COD Mobile has been slacking in terms of actual gameplay updates. So hopefully, looking at all of the new stuff over in the Chinese version of COD Mobile going into next season, hopefully we can expect some of these awesome features eventually be added inside of the global and Garena version of the game. But either ways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below, and if you did enjoy the video, a like would be highly appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. But with all that being said, stay safe out there. Hope you guys are having an awesome day so far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.